This is NDTV, and you're watching Classics.
Hello and welcome to Walk the Talk. I am Shekhar Gupta and my guest today is Brajesh Mishra, and he will not complain about the piece of real estate he is walking on, because if the world is his playground, Shanti Path in the heart of Delhi's diplomatic district is very much symbolic of it, with the embassies of the big powers and important neighbors all located along it. Brajesh, welcome to Walk the Talk.
Thank you.
How do you describe today's situation 5 years after your government came to power and you try to give a new direction to India's foreign policy? Many people call it the new foreign policy, the friendship with America, re-establishing relationship with Europe, figuring out the new Russia, opening up to Israel, or in fact building on the opening to Israel, and all these ups and downs, in fact more downs than ups that we've had with Pakistan. What kind of a journey has it been so far?
Well, it's been an uneven journey, obviously, like life is uneven. But I think we can take some credit for opening ourselves up to the international community and engaging ourselves with the international community.
Is it
And in turn, the international community engaging with us.
Is it more up or more down if you look at 5 years?
No, I would say that the balance is on the credit side and not the debit side.
What are the highlights on the credit side?
Well, obviously we started off with the nuclear test. Then within 1 month of that, a dialogue with the US, that is Mr. Jaswant Singh and Mr. Strobe Talbot. Exactly 1 month, 11th of June they started. And from then on, dialogue with the US, with the Europeans, other big powers, it's been continuing.
There was a sense though that despite such a long process of talks with the US after the tests, a breakthrough was not quite achieved. A breakthrough was only achieved maybe a bit later when the president got involved, when the prime minister on our side got involved. When did the breakthrough come?
Well, obviously the highlight of this dialogue was the visit of President Clinton to India in March 2000. But I won't say that the dialogue between Mr. Jaswant Singh and Mr. Strobe Talbot was a failure. No,
No, it was not a failure, but
it was.
did not get the big breakthrough.
Yeah, but it created understandings, and those understandings were built upon by President Clinton when he came to India in March 2000. As also when our Prime Minister went to the United States.
What is the one big difference that the Clinton visit made? What is the one new thing he said that turned the mood?
Well, obviously his admiration for India, for Indian democracy, that it attracted a responsive chord from the Parliament. As you know, you were there, joint session of Parliament.
Well, some of it was glamour, I think, and some of it was the chord that he struck with them.
Well, actually, in life, it's everything mixed up, and then you get something out of that. You can't pinpoint one particular event.
There are those who say, and tell me if you agree, that he, because of his personality and because of the way he conducted himself on that visit, brought a turnaround, somehow convinced the Indian mind, the popular Indian mind, that Americans could be friends, almost as the mood was, say, in the Kennedy years. Is that true? Did he break, say, 35 years of freeze?
Well, if it were not our conviction that the Americans could be friends, we wouldn't be making all these attempts. During President Clinton's period, and not only this government, but earlier Mr. Narasimha when he went to Washington and others, and since the visit of President Clinton, if we didn't have that feeling, yes, that they could be friends, as the Prime Minister said, they could be natural allies, we wouldn't be doing all this.
But for an Indian Prime Minister to say America could be a natural ally, an America which was always seen as an adversary or which was always seen as being on the other side, for an Indian Prime Minister to get away, not just get away, but actually get applause for saying that we could be natural allies. That's a big turnaround.
It's a big turnaround, and it is based on shared values. That is the most important part of it.
Rajesh, where were these values all these decades? People say that we've had 4 lost decades in our relationship, or 5 lost decades, in fact 4.5.
They were lost during the Cold War, in the midst of the Cold War. That is where they were at that time.
If you were running policy during the Cold War, would you have handled it differently?
I won't say so, because my belief is that this government, as also the earlier governments, most of the time acted on the basis of national interest. And at that time, when Nehruji had taken the country towards non-alignment during the Cold War, at that time it was our national interest. I have always felt that Nehruji's policy of non-alignment was a policy of a country which had just come out from a colonial era. It could not just go and align itself with the former colonial power.
And the Americans and the West were seen closer to the former colonial power.
They were, in fact, they were together. And whether it was NATO or whether it was this or that, the Cold War was there.
Now,
And if we had allied ourselves with the colonial power, which had just left us, it would be like Pakistan.
Well, the Pakistanis had other problems and I think other limitations. But we were in the Commonwealth, so we did not exactly distance ourselves from the colonial power. We followed the British system, the bureaucracy, the system of governance.
But we declared ourselves a republic. We didn't stay on with the Queen as the Queen of India.